Hi everyone, and thanks once again for tuning in to Smash Factor TV. My name's Natalie Adams. Today we're out on the course again and we're looking at how to get out of deep rough. I'll show you the lie here of this ball. This is deep in the rough. So if you're someone who can find yourself in that situation in the deep rough when you're out on the golf course, let's go and get you improved with some more game-changing golf coaching. Today we're out on the course again and we're looking at how to get out of deep rough. Now I'll show you the lie here of this ball. This is deep in the rough. My first tip for you to get out of the rough is get out first shot. So don't look at how far you've got to hit the ball to your next target. Just look at what that situation will allow you to do. So don't be too greedy. Don't feel you've got to make up. If you need to take an extra shot here to get to the green, that is absolutely fine. It's better than taking 2 extra shots. So first of all, you've got to look at the lie and not look at the distance that you're left with. Now this is really, really deep. So I'm going to take a very lofted club. I've got my 58 degree here. The next thing we've got to look at here is making sure that this club head does not get stuck in that grass and that the grass doesn't wrap around the club head and then take the loft off the club. We need loft to get this ball out, and we also need to make sure that this club, when it comes in and it swings down and it's in this rough here on the right of the ball for the minimum amount of time. So if you're swinging in very shallow here and that club head's swinging in and getting stuck in all this grass, it's going to be difficult to get that ball out. So this is all about how to set up. So we're going to go with a very lofted club. You might even want to open the face. That means just rotate it slightly to the right and then put your hands on. That's put a bit more loft onto it. We're going to play the ball pretty much in the middle of the stance, and we want to make sure that when we swing back that the club head is swinging a little bit steeper than normal. The right hand move here is steeper, the left hand move is flatter. And if we have a look here in slow motion at that right hand move, which is slightly steeper, you can see that club head hardly connecting with the grass. Here we're looking at the flatter left-handed move before, and you can see that that club head gets tangled up with the grass much more as it returns back to the ball, making it harder to connect well. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to pressure a little bit more into that front foot, maybe getting 60-65% of the pressure in that front foot. Get your shirt buttons, so your sternum, get that to the left of the ball if you're a right-handed player, and that's going to basically mean that when you swing back you're going to pick that club up a little bit more. Okay, so if I show you this way on, if I'm going to set up a little bit more with the pressure in my front foot, I've got my sternum and my shirt buttons just to the left. I'm going to turn my body, but as I turn my body, that'll give me a slightly steeper swing than usual. If I set up more on my right foot, I would get a flatter swing, and we don't want to be swinging in flat here because that club head will get tangled up in all this grass. Okay, why do we want to set up in that way? To get that club in and out of the grass so that it's not really being affected too much by that grass grabbing hold of the club head. Okay, so when we swing back, that grass, the club head wants to come up out of the grass, and then we want to swing down so that the club head goes back down, hits the ball, and then goes through. You're going to be very stunted with the follow through of the club here. Really important to get the low point of that club head under where that ball is. Okay, let's have a go here. We're going to use quite a lot of power to make it back to the fairway here, but again, remember, you don't have to go at the target. You can go sideways just to get back out onto the fairway. It's all going to depend on that situation that you find yourself in, but pressure in the front foot. I'm going to make sure that your sternum is to the left of the ball. We're going to stay there, really pressure that way, drive that club down into the back of the ball. So I've got the ball out of that rough there. It was in very, very deeply, but that'll really help you to escape the rough in one shot. But as I said, please remember, don't go for the yardage that's left on the shot. Go for what the situation with the ball and the rough will allow you to do. That will come with experience, but if in doubt, use the most lofted club. And my second bit of advice as well is you don't have to go at the target. If you need to play out sideways to make sure your next shot is coming in off the fairway, then do that. It's much better to have a bogey on the card than a triple or worse. Please have a subscribe to the channel. It's in the bottom right hand corner as you're watching, guys. You'll get a notification whenever we release another video. They're all geared up to help you play a lot better when you're next out on the golf course, to get you enjoying your game a lot more. I hope you've enjoyed this tip, and I'll see you next time with some more game changing golf coaching.